When you spend time sketching in an historic cemetery, your eyes get used to a very predictable landscape. You expect a sea of heavy Victorian blocks, polished granite pillows, and traditional obelisks. But every now and then you stumble across something that completely shakes up the landscape. That's exactly what happened when I found this monument for Elizabeth Jones from July of 1917. This isn't just a headstone. It is a striking, incredibly early leap into modernism, a piece of proto-Art Deco design that completely rejects the traditional funeral architecture of its era. A monument this deliberate, modern, and unique makes you want to dig into the archives to find out who this woman was. But unfortunately, like many of the graves I choose to research, the historical record is frustratingly thin. All I managed to uncover is that Elizabeth Jones died in Aurora, Ontario from heart disease at the age of 73. She was single, having never married. Her parents were Alexander Jones and Elizabeth Gamble, and she had a brother named Robert. For some unknown reason, she was brought here to be buried under this incredible stone. Intriguingly, her official occupation on the record is simply listed as lady, which typically implied a woman of independent means, gentle birth, or someone who didn't need to engage in manual labor. But beyond those bare genealogical facts, the archives go completely cold. We're left with a massive question mark about her personality, her passions, or who commissioned this piece. Because the archives are silent, the monument has to speak for her. But fortunately, it speaks loudly. To appreciate how radical this was in 1917, we have to look at what Art Deco actually represented. While the earlier Art Nouveau movement was obsessed with fluid, asymmetrical curves and wild, wandering nature scenes, Art Deco looked directly towards the future. It was a style defined by bold geometric shapes, clean lines, strong verticality, and mathematical symmetry. It celebrated structure, monumentality, progress, and the machine age. Instead of mimicking an untamed garden, Art Deco took elements of nature and streamlined them into powerful, stylized icons. It was about confidence, order, and striking visual impact. The Art Deco philosophy is alive in every inch of Elizabeth's monument. Its powerful U-shaped silhouette features two massive vertical pillars that emphasize geometric height. At the peaks, the ancient Greek symbols for Alpha and Omega are carved with clean, precise, modern graphic lines. The typography itself isn't a standard, safe Victorian serif font. It is custom carved, blocky and raised, perfectly filling the rectangular space. Below the text, the floral relief completely embraces Deco symmetry. The drooping flowers and leaves are tightly contained, stylized into repeating geometric patterns, and mirrored perfectly on the left and right. Erected in 1917, years before Art Deco exploded into global popularity at the 1925 Paris Exposition, this headstone was a highly sophisticated avant-garde choice. As I captured in my sketch, we might not know the intricate details of Elizabeth's daily life, but through this rare piece of pioneering modern design, she completely commands our attention more than a century later.